Once upon a time, in a bright and bustling village called Sunleaf, lived a boy named Niko. Niko had curly brown hair, boundless energy, and a heart as wide as the river that flowed nearby. He loved exploring the forests and fields around his village, racing through tall grass, jumping over rocks, and asking a million questions along the way. One sunny morning, Niko's grandma asked him to take a basket of fresh bread to his cousin across the river. "Take the long way around, Niko," Grandma warned. "Don't go near the old bridge." "Why not the bridge?" Niko asked. Grandma's eyes grew serious and replied, "It's guarded by a troll named Bork. Years ago he scared the villagers and they've avoided the bridge ever since." Niko tilted his head and asked, "Did he hurt anyone?" "No," Grandma admitted, "but he growled, shouted, and looked very frightening." Niko thought for a moment and said, "Maybe he was just sad or lonely." Grandma sighed and replied, "Perhaps, but no one has talked to him since." With curiosity bubbling in his chest, Niko packed the bread and set off. Straight for the bridge. The old wooden bridge stretched across the river like a giant's ribbon. It creaked and swayed in the breeze. And under it, nestled between two mossy stones, sat the troll. He was big and gray, with leafy hair and knobby knees. His eyes looked tired. And when Niko stepped onto the bridge, the troll let out a low groan. "Who dares cross Bork's bridge?" he bellowed, his voice echoing through the trees. "It's me! I'm Niko," the boy called out. "I'm bringing bread to my cousin." Bork blinked. "Aren't you afraid?" "Nope," Niko grinned. "But are you okay?" The troll's face softened and he replied, "No one's ever asked me that before." They sat together on the edge of the bridge, feet dangling over the river. Bork explained how, years ago, he had shouted at some noisy villagers to be quiet while he was sleeping. "I didn't mean to scare them," he said quietly. "But they ran away and never came back." "They didn't try to understand," Niko said. "That's not fair." Bork smiled a little and said, "You're different." Over the next few weeks, Niko visited Bork every day. They talked, laughed, and even played riverstone toss. Niko brought paint and helped Bork decorate the bridge with bright colors and cheerful signs that read, "Welcome, friends." Then, one sunny afternoon, Niko invited the villagers to see the bridge. At first, they were nervous, but when they saw Bork waving shyly, surrounded by flowers and artwork, something changed. "He's not scary at all," said a baker. "He's quite helpful," said a teacher, watching Bork gently lift a child onto the bridge. The village mayor stepped forward and said, "We judged too quickly," she admitted. "Let's start again." Bork's eyes sparkled with happy tears. From that day on, the troll bridge became a place of laughter and connection. Children crossed it without fear, and Bork greeted everyone by name. And every time Niko passed by, Bork would call, "Thank you, little friend. You brought me back." When we take time to understand others instead of judging them by how they look or sound, we can turn fear into friendship. Kindness and listening can heal even the oldest wounds and build bridges that last forever.